I couldn't tell you exactly where I went wrong, but I know points in my life that made me mistrust people. You know, there was no man in my life. My mom had a boyfriend and all that, but he was not my father, so he couldn't tell me what to do. I would go to school, I would be disruptive. They literally took my desk and set it outside of the classroom. So my entire school year was looking in on these classmates. They already excluded me from everything. In my freshman year, I was already on heroin. I was already taking prescription pills, drinking. By the time I hit age 20, I already had 6 years of drug addiction in me. Any possibility of letting people in or having a male influence in my life or any direction to be took was shattered. So from age of 20 to 29, I've been in and out of rehabs. I have 31 rehabs. I have 6 years incarcerated altogether, in and out of county jails, in and out of prison. I understood that that's who I was. I understood that that was my life, and that's who I was born to be. So in my mind, you have to understand that I'm born a junkie, I'm gonna die a junkie, and this is just part of the journey, is jail. When they offered me the rehab and I rejected it, the judge looked at me like I was crazy. And their words still ring out to this day. Then they looked at me and they said, "Son, you're gonna die." My response was hopefully. They said, "Judge, he is unrehabilitatable. Failure after failure after failure after failure." They looked at him and said, "He can't change. He won't change. This is who he's gonna be." So they did that. They gave me my wish. They sent me to prison. But because of my crime, I spent 23 hours a day in my cell for the first 3 months. 23 hours a day in a cell is a long time to be with yourself. When you hate yourself, when you're locked up in your own mind, when you don't know who you are. And they called me for a furlough, and it's a pastor. He says, "God said, you've had enough of your own time. You've ran your life long enough. It's my time to use you." I looked at him and said, "You're crazy. I gotta go back to my jail cell." But I wanna tell you, 3 days later after this visit, they called me to pack it up. I was serving a 6-month sentence, and in 3 months, they told me to pack it up. So I called my mom as soon as I got out. I said, "You're not gonna believe this, but I'm free." And she was talking about these Hope Homes. Can I tell you, when I went into this home, the next morning when I woke up, that feeling was gone. Now, I didn't ask God, I didn't ask anybody to take this away because I didn't even know that was possible. I was delivered from my addiction in that moment. I have not touched drugs. I have not had the urge or had that feeling inside of me. My whole entire life, I've heard, "I'm done with you." For the first time, I've heard him say, "I'm not done with you." I graduated. I ended up leading that home. We had successful graduates to actually enrolling into Northeast Ministry School. I could further the pastoral dream that he put in me. The freedom I knew was when you were set free from jail. I felt the inner peace of freedom, no longer being bound by anything anymore. I'm on a path to help others reach that freedom. When you rely fully on him, that's where the freedom came from me.